let's talk about the symbolism of colors in The Great Gatsby. I urge you to please not watch this video until you've read the book because there are some spoilers in it. Alright, let's have our first color that we talk about be gold. So, not too surprisingly, gold represents real wealth. People that are born into wealthy families and live and breathe this elite New York lifestyle. Jordan Baker, who is a successful sport player, has a golden arm. So somebody who is wealthy is described as being golden. A turkey at one of Gatsby's parties is described as being bewitched to dark gold. And again, Gatsby throws these very luxurious parties that only the elite attend. And if you still don't believe me, Daisy, who is the epitome of what happens when you let wealth consume you, is described as having a voice full of money, and then only a few lines later being described as the golden girl. So, if gold represents wealth, then yellow represents trying to achieve wealth, or fake wealth. This makes sense because yellow is not quite gold, and it's not quite as magnificent of a color as gold is viewed to be. One thing that's yellow is Gatsby's car, and this makes sense since Gatsby is a character who tries and fakes his way into this wealthy lifestyle that he ultimately never really fits in with. Music at one of his parties is described as being yellow cocktail music, and you don't usually think of a music being described with a word that's a color, but I think Fitzgerald was trying to tell us that these parties were really just a gimmick for Gatsby to try and get Daisy and fit into this world that he doesn't really belong to. So yellow actually also represents death. So right before Gatsby walks into the pool where he eventually dies in, he's described as disappeared among the yellow trees. Also, Dr. T.J. Ecclesburg, who looks over a big portion of New York, his glasses frames are yellow, and he's described as looking over a valley of ashes, which represents death or coming to an end. So I urge you viewers to try and think about why Fitzgerald would associate the color of trying to achieve wealth with the color of death. What do you think he's trying to say there? Another color that is famous in The Great Gatsby is the color green. Green represents hope for the future, and there's that very famous symbol of the green light that Gatsby's always looking towards. The very first time Nick sees Gatsby, he's reaching out towards the green light on Daisy's dock. And at the very end of the novel, Nick describes Gatsby as believing in the green light, which is the orgastic future, and which just represents Gatsby's ability to unwaveringly believe in a better life and believe in hope. Nick also uses the line, "a fresh green breast of the new world," when thinking about hope for the future. And he describes trees that had once pandered whispers to the last and the greatest of all human dreams. So green definitely represents looking towards the future for a better life, maybe not being able to achieve it, but trying to achieve it.